Imagine a region renowned for its stunning landscapes and rich cultural heritage, now lying in ruins. This is the tragic reality for southern Turkey, which has been ravaged by a series of devastating earthquakes. The recent seismic events have left thousands of deaths, millions affected, and entire cities in ruins. From the staggering estimates of economic losses to the heroic efforts of rescue teams and the heart-wrenching stories of survivors, we uncover the full extent of the catastrophe. Join us as we explore the aftermath of these seismic events and shed light on the monumental task of rebuilding lives and communities. The devastating earthquakes struck Turkey and Syria on February 6, 2023. The first quake occurred at 4:17 a.m. local time, registering a magnitude of 7.8 with an epicenter located near Gaziantep in southern Turkey. This was followed by a second major earthquake, measured at magnitude 7.5, which struck in the afternoon with its epicenter near Elbistan in Kahramanmaraş province. The depth of these earthquakes was approximately 18 kilometers for the first and 10 kilometers for the second, which significantly contributed to the extensive damage observed, as shallow earthquakes tend to cause more surface-level destruction. The immediate effects of the earthquakes were catastrophic. In the affected regions, thousands of buildings, including homes, schools, and hospitals, collapsed, trapping countless people under the rubble. Adverse weather conditions, including cold temperatures, further complicated rescue and relief efforts, leaving survivors in dire conditions. The quakes were felt across a vast region, including neighboring countries such as Lebanon, Israel, Cyprus, and even parts of Iraq, causing widespread panic. In Turkey, cities like Gaziantep, Kahramanmaraş, and Hatay were among the hardest hit, with entire neighborhoods reduced to ruins. Infrastructure damage included the destruction of roads, bridges, and airports, hindering emergency response efforts and prolonging the suffering of those affected. The psychological impact was profound, as countless individuals lost their homes, loved ones, and sense of security in a matter of minutes. Before the big earthquake hit, the areas in Turkey were bustling with life. Places like Gaziantep and Diyarbakir had a mix of old and new buildings, busy streets, and lots of businesses. Hatay was known for its mix of different cultures and religions, with old churches, mosques, and synagogues. In places like Malatya and Şanlıurfa, there were lots of farms and historical sites to visit. Kahramanmaraş was famous for making ice cream and clothes, with beautiful forests and mountains nearby. And along the coast, places like Hatay had lovely beaches that attracted many tourists. The earthquakes in Turkey caused unprecedented levels of physical damage. It was so extensive that the United Nations Development Program estimated that between 116 million and 210 million tons of debris would need to be cleared, an amount 10 times greater than the debris generated by the 2010 Haiti earthquake. Even the Turkish stock markets reacted sharply, with main equities benchmarks and bank stocks falling significantly, reflecting the economic impact of the damage. Additionally, the earthquakes triggered natural disruptions, including landslides and floods. The Turkish government estimated the total cost of earthquake damage at approximately $103.6 billion. Rebuilding efforts were projected to cost around $105 billion, according to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, with significant investments needed in reconstructing homes, infrastructure, and public facilities. The human toll of the earthquakes was staggering. By mid-February, the reported death toll in Turkey had reached approximately 28,000. United Nations Emergency Relief Coordinator Martin Griffiths suggested that this number was expected to more than double, indicating the immense scale of human loss. RiskLayer, a disaster risk management firm, estimated the death toll to be between 23,000 and 106,000. Geophysics professor Özgen Ahmet Erkan stated that 180,000 or more people might be trapped under the rubble, most of whom were presumed dead. In addition to the fatalities, thousands of people were injured and many more were reported missing. Survivors were trapped under the rubble of collapsed buildings, with some able to live stream their pleas for help on social media, while others shared their locations to aid rescuers. Nearly 250,000 displaced individuals were housed in schools across Malatya province, and many others found temporary refuge in mosques, shopping malls, stadiums, and community centers across the affected regions. The Turkish government and various international organizations mobilized massive search and rescue operations, involving tens of thousands of personnel. But the scale of the disaster made the task incredibly challenging. Internationally, at least 70 countries offered aid, with numerous search and rescue teams arriving from across the globe. Notable international contributions included teams from Ukraine, Israel, Germany, Austria, and various NATO allies. The international community's prompt assistance highlighted the global solidarity in response to Turkey's disaster. Search and rescue operations were prioritized, with local volunteers, professional teams, and international responders working tirelessly across 10 provinces to locate and extricate over 8,000 individuals trapped under rubble by the 8th of February. However, adverse weather conditions, such as snow and rain, impeded progress and complicated logistics. The Turkish government had promised to rebuild homes destroyed in the 2023 disaster within a year. They planned to construct 200,000 homes in 11 affected provinces and 70,000 more in villages. By April 2023, work had started on 105,000 homes, with 319,000 expected to be completed by the end of that year. These homes were to include modern amenities like schools, hospitals, markets, green areas, and parks. However, recovery faced significant challenges. There was an enormous amount of debris to clear. Problems like bad weather, logistical issues, and dependence on international aid made recovery even harder. Despite these difficulties, the Turkish government is determined to rebuild and improve the affected areas, although full recovery will take many years and require ongoing support from both local and international communities. Turkey frequently experiences earthquakes due to the region's significant tectonic activity, where Earth's plates interact dynamically. The country is situated on the Anatolian Plate, which is compressed by the Eurasian Plate to the north and the Arabian Plate to the south. The immense pressure resulting from these interactions often leads to seismic activity. Many powerful earthquakes have caused widespread destruction and loss of life throughout Turkey's history. For example, the Izmit earthquake struck northwestern Turkey in 1999, with a magnitude of 7.6, leading to thousands of deaths and severe damage to buildings and infrastructure. The country has implemented a range of measures to reduce the risks associated with earthquakes and improve its ability to withstand seismic hazards. Firstly, they've enacted building codes and regulations that ensure new constructions meet standards for earthquake resistance. These codes require the use of strong materials like reinforced concrete and special designs that can flex during an earthquake without collapsing. Additionally, Turkey has initiated programs to strengthen older buildings and infrastructure through seismic retrofitting, which involves reinforcing structures and adding safety features to prevent collapse during earthquakes. Moreover, the government has prioritized public awareness and education, conducting campaigns and programs to inform people about earthquake risks and preparedness measures. These efforts aim to empower individuals and communities to take proactive steps to minimize the impact of earthquakes. Turkey has also invested in early warning systems that can alert the public and emergency responders ahead of an earthquake, providing crucial time for people to take protective actions. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey through the devastating earthquakes in Turkey. We hope this video has shed light on the immense challenges faced by the affected communities and the monumental efforts underway to rebuild. How do you think international aid can further support the rebuilding process in Turkey? Do you have any personal stories or connections to the affected regions? Let us know your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content.